Right here. All right, man. He's going to the temple. Chairman on lock.
Plus, our cameras focus on Houston Rockets shooting guard Cuttino Mobley.
Did y'all see that? This is the inside.
With inside stuff, you can go anywhere.
O'Neal spinning.
Yeah? I'm ready.
Swoops is everywhere.
I always want to be on inside stuff.
I am very excited.
Because you're my main man.
Man, no doubt.
Main. Hey, Jesus.
Listen, fellas, you work all year long for it, man.
Let's see what you got.
He is unstoppable. Team scored.
Get to go to the game, man.
Unbelievable.
Now that is the inside stuff.
Hello, everybody, and welcome to Inside Stuff. Now, basketball is truly a global game, and today we'll tell you about an NBA pioneer from Yugoslavia, Los Angeles Clippers coach. He's the assistant coach. His name is Igor Kokoskov.
That's wonderful.
What?
The way it rolls off your tongue like that.
Because I speak Yugoslavian very well.
And we'll also take you to Miami for the Heat Family Festival, a day of basketball, music, food, and fun for Heat players and fans.
And our special correspondent, Chris Riley, will do that feature. Now, fans in Houston are having a lot of fun watching the development of third-year shooting guard Cuttino Mobley. You know what his nickname is? Cat. Cat Mobley. He's broken in the Rockets starting lineup while breaking down defenses around the league.
Now, basketball becomes easier to coach when you have players that can create situations, and Cuttino creates situations.
Pretty good play there, boy. If there's a better one-on-one player in this league than Cuttino Mobley, I want to know who it is.
You know, he doesn't think he can be stopped, and I don't know if he can one-on-one. He's just got great first step, and he can set up his driving game with a solid outside shot. So he's got the whole package.
Three-pointer for Cuttino Mobley. After a certain age, it's not about athletic ability anymore. It's just about mental toughness.
You know, even last year I said a lot of people would notice Cuttino's, offensive, ability this season, and I think everybody's opening their eyes now.
Taking it in from two, Cuttino Mobley, quick as a cat.
What makes him even much more special is his combination with Steve. They complement each other so well that you have to keep both, and they can be one of the best backcourt.
This is my brother right here.
What is your name?
Cuttino Mobley.
I had my name ever since I was 11. My football coach gave it to me. Said I was all cat quick, because I played wide receiver and quarterback. My stepfather and my father always used to tell me I was better at football than I am in basketball. So I just kept the name Cat. And then when I met Steve 2 years ago, they called him Wink. That was his nickname.
Good pass underneath to his pal, Mobley. What a nice pass. I know when Cuttino's going to throw me a alley-oop because he'll always look there, he'll dribble like this, he'll look away, and he'll just fling it up there, and then, I'll just go up there and get it. And that's a highlight for us. We've been doing that all season.
We know where each other's going to be at to bail each other out, just things like that. It's just teamwork. That's all it is, just loving each other and trying to, succeed together.
Francis alley-oop to Mobley, and that will do it.
When I went to Seattle, I played with Gary, and I thought he was, he's one of those guys that, don't like to lose at nothing. But when I got here, Cuttino, he's about twice as bad. He doesn't want to lose at anything.
Mobley outside, Ellie on it again. Going to use the screen by Williams, goes inside. Mobley right now has taken over the ball game.
The intensity of play just goes up because of his personality. Not only his physical play, but he's just one of those guys that have that drive and that desire.
Cuttino's desire to win is matched by his desire to help others win their battles.
What's up, champ? What's up, man? Hey, let me sit down, my man. I can't believe Cat Mobley up in here with me. I'm real. You can fix me. Don't touch me. What time's visiting now? Whenever. Did you get that one? How many times you want, Cat? You should have said, let me check my schedule first. God bless you. All right. Be good. All right. I'll talk to you tomorrow. Okay?
Thank you so much.
Cuttino shows so much heart on and off the court. After his visit to the Ronald McDonald House, he kept his promise by returning the next day, this time with a new video game system in hand.
Last night, there were 9 games on the NBA schedule with matchups that will help determine playoff position. Let's check in with NBA.com TV for all the highlights.
Thanks, Summer. Last night also was a good morning in Miami as Zoe hit the go-ahead basket in the Heat's 81-76 victory over the Hornets that tied Miami with New York for third place in the East. Yo Cuz was the greeting in Orlando as Vince Carter and Tracy McGrady renewed acquaintance, but it was Antonio Davis who ruled the Magic's kingdom with a career-high 31 flavors, and the Raptors won it 108-100. Also, the Sixers beat the Cavaliers to secure their first Atlantic Division crown in more than a decade. The Clippers bucked Milwaukee in OT 113-110. While the Pacers beat the Bulls to add to their lead over the Celtics for the 8th and final playoff spot in the East because Boston lost to Shaq and the Lakers. Big fella with 39-14, but Horace Grant nailed the game winner right here in the Lakers' 100-96 win. The Sacramento Kings still have a one-game lead over LA in the Pacific as they ruled the Grizzlies by 28. Kevin Garnett had 25 and 10 as the Wolves set the Suns 101-88, and the Blazers struck gold in Oaktown as they beat the Warriors by 31 big ones.
Hi, this is Pink, and I want the inside stuff.
Coming up, Clippers coach Igor Kokoskov speaks the international language of basketball.
To je bilo za inside stuff iz LA.
And in Jam Session, these plays don't need any translation. We'll show you all the best action from around the NBA.
And a windmill jam!
Now that's the inside stuff.
The Miami Heat are getting ready for the playoffs, but that doesn't mean they don't have time for a little fun. Recently, the team welcomed fans to the Heat Family Festival, and Pat Riley's wife, Chris, was there to show us around.
Thanks, Ahmad, and welcome to the 4th annual Miami Heat Family Festival. It's a great day on South Beach with a great crowd ready to go in and have some fun. Come, check it out.
Done a terrific job. To be able to get this many people, out here, and all these different games for the kids, and definitely it's great for the community.
Today is like when the Heat all get together and they just like have fun.
Tracy, and what do you have to say for today?
Well, today is just about coming out having fun, get a chance to meet a lot of people.
Do you want to introduce these beautiful girls you're with?
Sure, this is my oldest, Madison, and this is Mackenzie.
Anything you want to say about today?
I think it's a great event. He do a great job with charities, and this is a fantastic way for us to get out and meet everybody and get some money for some worthwhile charities.
Now, my job has always been to go around and check out the wonderful, delicious food. Tell us a little bit about what we have to eat here, Jason. Hold on just a second. Ah! He's going to be our taster, and he's going to slam dunk this food. We're going to try one. Bruce? Okay, guys, here we go. Bruce? I'm going to try this. Grilled vegetable? Terrain. Fried chicken. But it's delicious.
Strike Five is one of the groups that would sing here. And they did a little thing for me called, like, Oh Baby Baby, by Smokey Robinson and the Miracles, And then they did a little a cappella thing, and they let me join in. They harmonized very well with me.
They covered you well.
As a matter of fact, I think I might have another career.
I don't think so, honey.
People never want to leave this. And so we got involved in something that we feel not only is doing a lot of good things for the public, but also allows people to have some fun while they're giving money away.
It's been a great day here on South Beach. We've had lots of fun, raised lots of money for South Miami families. And the only thing missing is you, Ahmad, in summer. We'll see you next year.
We have been planning to come to that event for years and maybe next year. Thanks to Chris for helping us out. In fact, a lot of people have her to thank. Chris was the driving force behind the creation of the festival. And this year's event raised close to $450,000 for heat-related charities. Now it's time once again for the Ask Ahmad segment. The question is from 15-year-old KJ Holland of Austin, Texas, who writes, Dear Ahmad, how does Steve Francis do that trick where he lets the ball roll over his hand, then shoot it? Well, I could tell you the answer, but I figured I'd let Stevie tell you.
KJ, the first thing you do, you have to be able to catch the ball. See, my hands are pretty big. I'm a professional basketball player, so I catch the ball, go up like I'm a shooter, then I snatch it back and throw a heck of a pass. Watch this. And that's the inside stuff.
I taught him that. It's my main man, Steve Francis. Remember, you can send in your question by emailing it to askamad@nba.com. Now we'll take a
have 45 international players on their rosters from 28 countries and territories. But there's only one international coach, Igor Kokoskov, an assistant with the Los Angeles Clippers. The 29-year-old Yugoslavian has traveled great distances because of his love for the game.
Just slide. Elbow to elbow. Slide, slide, slide. Shoot it. What's this? You have a jab, right? If you put it on the floor, and dribbling, step back and shoot it. Even in my dreams, I never thought that I'll be here. They know that I have a great support from my family, and you know, I have to be here because there is no better place for me in the world that I can be right now.
Igor! Igor!
Igor's been great with the team. You know, lots of times when guys come in, you're not really sure what to expect out of them and everything, but he's very, very knowledgeable in the fundamentals of the game, especially you know, your footwork.
Just create a space. Jab. Don't react. Try that. That's it.
California, here I come.
Igor grew up in Belgrade, the capital of Yugoslavia, which is located in Central Europe. After coaching in his country's top pro league, he made the 6,400-mile journey to join the Clippers.
I think our players got a lot of respect for him, and you know, the thing that he does, he loves basketball. And I never really thought about the fact that he'd be the first, you know, non-American coach coaching in the league or anything like that. I just thought that he would be a good coach, period.
Court, just motion. Up, down, up, down.
He loves coming out here, and on off days, he loves to come and work and help you out any way you can. And he's just trying to get us better, and I think it's a good thing that we got Igor here.
Dog! Spacing, fight! Spacing, chief! Corey! Let's do it, Shaw!
He's just like our young team. He's a young coach that's getting a lot better and continue to work hard every day. And because of that, I think his skills are going to improve as a coach.
For me, I think he's going good so far, and I'm so happy to be part of this, you know, NBA family.
This summer, Igor will return to Europe for a program called Basketball Without Borders. He'll join NBA players such as Vlade Divac and Tony Kukoc in hosting kids from 5 nations that made up the former Yugoslavia. The weekend will include basketball instruction and life skills seminars.
You never know, they might want to do another one of them commercials, and I'll be ready for it. In Rewind, it's full speed ahead as the Junkyard Dog gets unleashed for a power dunk, and so does Derek Anderson plus Harry the Hawk kids around, while Harp is sticking and Spoon just gets stuck. All that and Pfizer fires while Felipe finishes in the latest edition of Rewind. Always be on your guard for Rewind. Thursday, just a couple of cowboys looking for a bull, and they find Marcus Pfizer going deep. Oh, he squished it! He squished it! Friday, there was plenty of energy on the floor when the Raptors worked the ball around for the easy two. You don't want to lose control, young man, especially if you're Mateen Cleaves feeding Mikey Moore, who flies in for that. On the Thunder. Saturday, things get a little sticky for Clarence Weatherspoon.
Pin between the rim and the glass.
Hey, you better find your seat quick, because you don't want to miss this tricky move from Lamont Murray.
Probably worth another look. What a play by Lamont Murray going around his back here to avoid the first defense. But what a move.
I can do that. Sunday, this little guy is too short for his shorts. Well, this little guy is too quick to catch.
Oh, Iverson's starting to put on a show.
Tuesday, Derek Anderson gets ready for a liftoff.
Anderson, take it up top, big boy.
And it was banner day in Toronto when the Raptors ran the fast break. Vince Carter around the back to J.Y.D.
Here comes Carter. Williams,
Who hits himself in the head. Wednesday, Harry the Hawk takes someone under his wing, while the Mavericks welcome Chinese star Wang Zhuzhu to the NBA. Then the Timberwolves go on the hunt for 2, and my main man Felipe gets it done.
Thoreau goes behind the back to Felipe Lopez.
Thursday, Wang Zhuzhu shows off his shooting touch in his NBA debut.
Nash leaves it for Zhuzhu. He's got it stuck on automatic.
Finally, we keep getting emails from around the world, from Jamaica. Terry Porter's head is so bald you can see what's on his mind. From London, would either of you get Big Country Reeves a haircut? Actually, I would rather go bald like Terry. From Belgium, how can the Bulls win more games? Well, we consulted experts, and the answer is find a way to score more points than the other team. And from Japan, please give Luke Longley more airtime. He's the best player I've ever seen. That's strange. I knew Luke Longley was from Australia, but I never realized he had relatives in Japan. We'll be back with more stuff right after this. See, I could do that commercial because they might be looking for another guy to stand on his head. And if you stand on your head and dribble at the same time, you might make the commercial, which I've been working on.
Yo, it's time for class.
There is nothing better than speaking to a group of kids.
Not only the students enjoyed it, the teachers enjoyed it, and myself.
They had great questions, and I'm glad a lot of them were centered around careers and what you can do outside of sports, because that's what's really most important.
It's fun to know that if a few of them go home that night and they're all excited and ready to start setting goals, figuring out how they're going to do it, I mean, that's great.
So I bet that was the first time you were in the principal's office without being in trouble.
You have detention.
Yeah, you liked doing that, didn't you?
Yeah.
So
Actually, I didn't give out detention. It was very fun. We talked to about 200 kids, and they seemed to be interested and excited about what we were saying.
It was good to see Rebecca Lobo back. Looks like she's ready to play again.
You know, she asked the kids what she was going to average this coming year, and they said 100 points a game. So it looks like it's going to be a great year for her.
You know, there's another person we'd like to take time to welcome to a new player to the NBA. It's Chinese star Wang Zhuzhu.
You are getting these names down.
Yeah, because this guy is one of my main men. He's now a member of the Mavericks, but, you know, he's always been my main man from a long time ago when I saw him because him and I went head-to-head. You have favorite players?
Olajuwon.
Elijah, you like Olajuwon?
Olajuwon.
Oh, and a block, too. There's a quick shot that I used to have that I put on it. I just sort of turn. I can't shoot over him. He might be able to play in the NBA. See, I've taken my game globally. I play people all around the world one-on-one, not just these guys in the NBA.
That was in the good old days, wasn't it?
I could do it. I could take you right now.
I know you could. I know you could.
Be sure to tune in later today for an NBA special on NBC. Contenders, backstage with Ahmad Rashad, goes behind the scenes with 3 teams trying to shed their underdog images and become serious contenders for an NBA title. The 76ers, the Mavericks, and the Bucks. That's coming up today at 3 o'clock Eastern. Then tomorrow, the NBA on NBC tips off at noon Eastern with a triple header. First up, intense rivals New York and Miami go head-to-head. That'll be followed by the Portland Trail Blazers against the division-leading Sacramento Kings. Then it's the Lakers against the Timberwolves. We will see you next week with more Inside Stuff.
So long, everybody.
Yeah, Juju, I took it easy on him because I,